Orchestra of Extinction is a long-term project. It's about recording species and highlighting their vulnerability. It's in its initial stages, and Forrest Kegel and Amanda King are exploring the habitat of threatened species and recording sound and video footage. Orchestra of Extinction involves researching colonial collection methodologies, the methodologies that killed the animal to learn about it, that shot the bird and sent the skin back to England to the Royal Society. Through this project, we look in depth at the threatened, vulnerable and extinct species and ways to record them and their habitat through video, audio, photography and collecting traces. Shed bark, soil samples, small things that don't have an environmental impact. A very different way of collecting than was practiced. The focus is about education, highlighting the species and what humans can do to help them thrive. Orchestra of Extinction will be an ensemble made up of a series of radiogram cabinets, each one embodying a threatened or extinct Australian species, a poignant elegy to loss, referencing and emanating traces of species' natural habitat through images and sounds. The work will be generated from research into the species and their habitat, as well as field trips to record traces such as atmospheric sounds, digital images and frottage textures. Spending time in the habitat of each species is important. It's where the artists build a picture of what that species needs to thrive and survive and what their habitat requirements are. Each cabinet, which is an old radiogram or phonograph shell, will be embellished and encrusted with traces from that species habitat. It will also project images and a soundscape specific to that species. The soundscapes are created in the habitat where the artists spend time observing, quietly listening, recording and collecting. An important focus is researching ways that saps and resins were used as varnishes by traditional owners, and it's about going through the library collection to discover what was recorded about these uses so that they can be given back to traditional owners who are reviving these cultural practices. The cabinets perform like an instrument in an orchestra. A different score will be composed each time by the viewers as they move through the space, triggering each cabinet to respond in a way that is reminiscent of frogs calling in a pond, a dawn chorus, or atmospheric night noises in the wilderness. The individual cabinets each play a soundscape that's specific to the species, forming a record of what has been learned during various residencies and projects.